Guys, and welcome back to another lesson. In today's lesson we're going to be looking at square roots and indices and looking at how to do that with integers. So let's just jump straight in. So let's just begin by recapping some of the language we use when we're talking about indices. So the first thing we see here is 3 cubed. Now this is what we call our index form or index notation as well. Now this is the same as saying 3 times 3 times 3, and that is what we call expanded form. And then 3 times 3 is 9, and 9 times 3 is 27, and we call this our basic numeral. Now I want you to pause this, and I want you to come up with another example for an index form, expanded form, and basic numeral, and write that down on your sheet. So let's do some examples. So write the following in expanded form and calculate its value. So the first thing we need to do is put it in expanded form. If we just go back here for a second, we can see that expanded form is what we have with our multiplication. So 5 to the power of 3 is equivalent or the same as 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 5 is 125. So we have our expanded form. Well, actually we have our index form up the top, our expanded form here, and then our basic numeral here. I want you to pause it. I want you to do the next one on your own. So you should have come up with 6 times 6. Now when you're doing your you're working out, if it's part of a sum, you don't necessarily need to show the expanded form, but if it's just asking you to calculate and find the value of this, it's good to show this as you're working out to show that expanded form. So 6 times 6 equals 36. Let's look at this with negative numbers as well. So here we have negative 4 cubed, which gives us negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. Now negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. And 16 times negative 4 gives us negative 64. So we've got a positive 16 here because we're multiplying two negatives together. And then we still have our negative 4 on the end from this final value here. And then a positive times a negative gives us that negative 64. Let's go on to negative 7 squared. So pause it, write out the working out, do the find the basic numeral, and then come back and see if you got it correct. So what you should have written is negative 7 times negative 7. Two negatives give us a positive. So negative 7 times negative 7 gives us a positive 49. So a couple more examples, 2 more examples on your sheet, which I haven't done. They are just a bit of practice for you, so you need to complete those on your own. Let's look at square roots. So what is a square root? Well, here we have the square root of 9. So square root means that we need to find the number that when multiplied by itself gives us 9. So 3 times 3 equals 9. So the square root of 3, and when we're talking about our integers, the square root of 3 is actually plus or minus 3, because negative 3 times negative 3 also gives us positive 9. And positive 3 times positive 3 also gives us positive 9. So the answer for the square root of 9 is actually positive or negative 3. So let's find the square root of 49. So the square root of 49 is positive and negative 7. So positive 7 times positive 7 gives us 49. Negative 7 times negative 7 gives us positive 49. Pause it here and do that next one on your own. So hopefully you came up with positive and negative 9, knowing that positive 9 times positive 9 gives us 81. And negative 9 times negative 9 also gives us 81. So this is us saying it could be either or, because we actually can't say definitively or definitely that it's positive or negative 9. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, if you have any questions, please make sure you ask. Otherwise, we'll talk to you next time.